we're looking at all the hero specializations coming out in the War Within. In this video, we're looking at the Flameshaper for Evokers. Closely linked to Alexstrasza, these flame-based Evokers specialize in Dragonflame. We're going to go over this hero spec's concept, implementation, power, and then give it an overall score.
Sazaze.
The concept of the Flameshaper, I feel, is lacking compared to the other two hero specializations within Evoker. The only Flameshaper character I can think of is a Jaredin, which doesn't really fit the theme that we're going for here, and I think they missed the mark a little bit on what they called this hero specialization. It does have some decent potential being a fire-themed dragon specialization, but again, the name is a little bit lacking here. I'm going to give it a 3.5 stars because I do think a Ruby-themed dragon character is something people are interested in. They're just not giving us anything inspiring to be heroic about here. For implementation, it starts all off with Engulf, which uses that new dragon flame to ignite your target with additional healing or damage depending on how many dots or hots are on the target. As burning effects are really the focus of red magic, I think this is really fitting and kind of cool. Enkindle makes it so your essence spenders put on a dot or a hot, which really works well with that Engulf. Throughout the rest of the tree, we're getting bonuses to Dream Breath, Fire Breath, and giving us more essence bursts as well as more critical strike chance. And of course, lots of buffs to Engulf, making it spread out our breath effects, give us massive haste for our next spell cast, and increase the number of charges we have to give us more flexibility over its usage. This really plays into that burning theme, and I really like the implementation. The Capstone ability makes it so that your Engulf ability erupts either your Fire Breath or your Dream Breath spells on the target, making them erupt for increased damage or increased healing to all targets nearby. This really ties your Engulf to your usage of Flame Breath and Deep Breath. I don't really love that, but it is a really cool and powerful implementation. The implementation score, Engulf is a cool enough ability to give it a decent amount of score, but the 20-second cooldown on it and lack of anything else throughout the tree that gives anything inspiring is going to drop it down a couple of points, and I'm going to give it about 4 stars. If there's a little bit more noticeable things throughout the tree to feel more fiery, I think I could give it a little bit more score, but right now I'm feeling pretty good at 4. 4 is solid. We want to talk about the power of this specialization. It is a little bit on the weak side. When I was trying to use it, Engulf was a lot of work to keep track of and wasn't useful in a lot of situations. It didn't feel as rewarding to use it while doing trash packs and whatnot because you weren't able to stack up enough dots on the target to make the Engulf feel worthwhile. Because of the spell being so tied to having hots or dots on the target, for preservation evokers, you already had so much healing on the target, by the time you were engulfing them, it was almost always unnecessary overhealing. The 20-second cooldown made it so that it kind of felt like you were constantly waiting for it to come up to be able to use it, and when you did use it, other healing already would have solved that problem. For destruction evokers, this spell also didn't feel amazing because stacking up all of your burns on targets doesn't last too long on most mobs. This is going to feel decently strong on boss monsters, but other than that, I felt this was a little bit weaker because I wasn't often getting as many dots as I wanted onto targets. I feel like this is definitely more of a focused single target spec rather than AoE spec, and right now with most of the content being very AoE focused, it might have made this feel a little bit weaker, but I'm still only going to give it about a 3.5 stars right now. It has a lot of potential to be better, but it's just not hitting those marks yet. This still gets an overall hero specialization of 4, which is fantastic. I do think it is solid, I just think I'm more interested and more driven towards the other hero specializations. I think of the hero specializations within Evoker, this is my least favorite. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. I'm Zesty Fresh from Sazaze Games, and we'll catch you guys next time.